And Chris Huckle here, video chatting with Taylor Werner, the Bloomsdale, Missouri native and St. John High School All-American and now Arkansas Junior and All-American. A week ago helped her Lady Razorbacks take the indoor national title. Tell me, I know a year ago in October, a car accident and that kind of injuries lingered and didn't get that figured out till last spring, and then thought you were back 100% this fall, but I think it was, late January, you win the Razorback Invitational 3K going 9:06 or something, I think, and on the broadcast you kind of mentioned that things weren't even back to 100%. Is that right? That it wasn't even until maybe December that you'd really kind of gotten everything back to 100%?
Yeah, and I think a lot of that was mental. But yeah, no, with any bone injury, it takes nearly 6 months for everything, including musculature and all the healing. It's almost rare to get it completely back to normal. And so I think cross country was just a time to kind of adjust how I was doing things, strengthen certain muscles, and I've done a lot of form work as well. I had been running on this injury for over 10 months, and so a lot of my form came out, or I changed a lot of my forms, I think, and a lot of different things I probably compensated for, and so just kind of getting back to normal. I was healthy, I was healed, but there was just a lot of other things that I just had to kind of get the groove of things, so all good.
Right. And obviously that was a big, you were kind of emotional after that victory on the national SEC network broadcast, and run so fast and kind of being back to your good old self again. And then a couple weeks later you go 8:56 in the 3K at Husky Invite, and then anchor the DMR to 7th out in North Carolina, just a quick trip out to North Carolina on an undersized track and run a really fast DMR there, and so you enter last week at Nationals, and I wrote that, Coach, your Hall of Fame coach Harder had a tough decision. Is he going to have to, with 2 of the top 6 entries in the mile, like 2 years ago as a freshman, you entered in the 3K, and see how the mile prelims would go, and decide if you would anchor. And it, I texting with your dad, it sounded like no, the whole plan the whole time was for you to anchor that DMR. Was that the plan going into last weekend?
Yeah, and we were planning on having one of the girls that were in the mile to do the first leg, and then I was going to be anchor. There 90% chance. Obviously, like on race day, things can change.
Sure.
And the girl that was supposed to do it, she said she felt tired in her prelim. So, and it was kind of the idea, if they both made it to the finals, they weren't going to run it. That way they can be fresh for the next day. But yeah, no, it worked out well. And yeah, no, I was really pumped to run the DMR. I love the DMR being kind of relied on. I think that really hypes you up a lot. It's hard to watch the race plan out while you're waiting there, but once you get the baton, it's pretty fun. So.
Yeah, well, I think you got the baton that a week ago Friday night in that DMR, probably about 15 meters back or so in 5th place, and had a great leg, got up in the mix, and it was really a big group of 5 that were caught up to the leaders and a battle, and you end up taking 5th and running a 4:30.04 1600 meter leg, which converts to about a 4:32 mile. Which puts you up there among the top in the country. You ran the fastest leg? Even beat the national champ Jessica Hall from Eugene from Oregon. What helping your team get those big crucial few points and realizing that you'd run 4:30 1600. Tell me what that was like Friday night.
It was kind of a big shock. They told me I could run that kind of split. Obviously, when I got the baton, it didn't matter what the splits were. It was just racing at that point.
Sure.
And we kind of had a gap that I tried to make up, and we did. But then by the end of it, I was pretty tired. So wasn't able to kick with everyone. I think they were going a bit slower than I think I ran like 2:15 through the 800. Like a perfectly split 1600, and so I just wasn't able to kick off of it. But
Sure.
It was worth the effort, and we caught up to the leaders, and I got very excited. I'm thinking in my head like, oh my gosh, right there. But no, I couldn't put it together the last couple laps. But I'm really glad that we were still able to get All-American and get points. It was interesting right after the 800 leg. It was like, oh my gosh, like 3 of us had surgeries like in the past year. Taylor, your back was broken, so it was a really surreal moment seeing all of us healthy and able to race to a 5th All-American place. That was really special.
Right. And again, you guys have been ranked number 1 all season, all indoor season long, and obviously did you feel that pressure going into the week? And did you feel that, or were your mindset, were you mature enough to, have you grown this far into your career that you're able to relax and focus and have fun and just do, go out and do your best? Or is that pressure being a number 1 all year long and Hog Nation wanting to bring home another title, did that, surely that had to weigh a little bit on you?
This is probably one of the most calm I've ever been going into like the bigger meets like this. I'm sure there was pressure on the whole team, but at the end of the day, to score those big points, like you have to do well individually, and you can't rely on one person. You've got to rely on the whole team, and so that was kind of the thought process was, hey, I'm going to do my job. You guys try and do your job, and at the end of the day, like if we all have a great day, we could do something very special. But that was something I had to really focus on mentally was I can't control how other people do. I can't control the other girls in my race. All I can do is make sure that I give my best effort, and if that's what I do, then I'm going to walk away happy regardless. And so that was kind of the mood going into those 2 races, and they went very well. So
right.
Being able to score points for my team, I think was my biggest goal for the weekend. I know my freshman year, I didn't score any points, and I think we were ranked 1st or 2nd, and we walked away in 5th.
Right.
And that was a terrible feeling, and happened kind of happened again across. Last year, obviously, I was injured, and so to be able to actually score and do well at nationals again, it's a great feat for all of us.
Yeah. Well, we go to Saturday, and obviously number 2 ranked USC was loaded up in the sprints, and I mean after that open 1600 or open 60-meter dash, and then the 60 hurdles. I mean they were really racking up the points. And I know in interviews after the meet, you said that either somebody told you that, hey, you and Gregory, in that 3K, you needed to score some points because USC had just racked up a ton. Who relayed that message to you, and what was the thinking and the emotions at that point?
So, former Missouri native from Kickapoo, Rick
Elliott, yeah.
He's our volunteer coach, and he was standing back in the place where we do strides before, like kind of checking how like our 200 leg was doing, and seeing the point totals. And then right before they line us up to walk to the line, he's like, all right, well, based on how our pole vaulters are doing right now and what we just got in the 200, we're 3 points behind UNC. Like, we'd be 3 points behind. And he was just like, basically, score. And I was like,
right.
Don't tell me this. And then 2 minutes later, our Coach Harder comes up to us, same thing. He's like, all right, girls, like, I don't usually do this, but we're 3 points behind or where we're supposed to be if we wanted to win the meet.
Right.
But, I mean, there was so much going on that I don't think I really understood what they were saying. I was just like, okay, just put it out of my head. And it'd be cool to say, like, that's what motivated me during that race, but I'm going to be honest, it didn't really sink in. I was so focused and so mentally prepared to go into this race, confident and relaxed that I didn't let it get to me. And at the end of the race, they came up to us and they were like, "You guys just scored 10 points. Like, this is huge." And we just bumped our score back up. Like, all they got to do is either place or USC can't win it. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay.
Right.
But no, it was really cool.
Well, I think
No
you were.
pressure though. No pressure.
Right. I think you were the 5th or 7th seed, with your 8:56 at Husky. But again, so many women are in that race, are all capable. And tell me how the race played out. Obviously, you had Alicia Munson, who put up an 8:45 earlier in the season, and Jessica Hall coming back from the DMR for Oregon. Talk to me about how the race played out for you in that 3K on Saturday night.
Yeah, no, I mean, I went into it knowing that I could handle any kind of pace. We've been having crazy good workouts, and I ran the Husky race, and it was great. And I think, we went out at a pace where it was going to be 9 flat. I think if we would have dropped that mile pace in the beginning down, I think we could have all ran 5 seconds faster. It felt really good up until the last lap. But no, I mean, those races prepare you for the national meet, and so I knew that I could handle any pace. The workouts we had been doing prior were just insanely fast, like faster than I've ever been able to run. And so, no, it was just going in, like, don't worry about all these people around you. Like, people will get good at some point, and it's like, why not me? Why not, like, yeah, these girls, I've beaten them before, like, why can't I do that again? Like, what's setting them apart from me and myself? And so, that was the mindset. It was like, you know what, I'm just going to focus on myself. I'm going to try and make this my race as best as possible, and at the end of the day, like, the best person is going to win the race, but I'm going to make sure that I gave it my all, and I didn't just let people beat me because I thought they were better, or what their name has, whether it's records or times. I just didn't let that get to me, and it went crazy good. I think about the last lap, then it kind of hit me. I was like, whoa, like, I'm in first right now, and I wonder if I had been a little more composed and really, really thought I could win, like, what could have happened. I don't want to throw what ifs out there, but now I know, and now I know what it feels like to have success at that level, and kind of got the mental grasp of it. So I'm really hoping to build on that.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you just, and most of the crew, just most of the field kind of just relaxed that first mile, and then that last mile you kind of made a move and moved up to second, and then moved up to first. What just felt calm and comfortable and relaxed, and were feeling strong?
Yeah, no, Wayne Kaladi took the lead.
Oh, right.
And I knew she was going to be one of the girls out of like 3 or 4 of them that was going to try and make a move at a K or so, and that's what happened. It made it even 800, but no, I felt good. I felt calm. I wasn't feeling any sort of pain or fatigue, and so I went right with her, and we went through a lap with her, and I was like, I think I can go a lot faster for these last 3 laps, and if this is the move she's going to make, I'm going to match it or make it better, because I know I don't really rely on my kick. I'm not really known for a fast, like, 200 or last 50, so
sure.
No, I got up right by her, and I just got comfortable and fixed my stride. Next thing you know, I'm going past her, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go. And then, going into the last lap, Jess Hull came by me, and I was like, oh, maybe I can hold her off, and I tried a little bit, and she got ahead. I just kind of hesitated back, and so she got on the inside, but then I'm not going to go and say I tried to kick her down. I think it was more fear of I don't want anyone else to pass me.
Right.
Stayed right with her, and then, we just carried it all the way to the finish, and it was mind-blowing. So,
well, I
know it went really well.
Yeah, I was impressed because, Hall's speed, I mean, she can run the, 1500 or, what she won the 1500 outdoors, I believe, at NCAA's last year. She started to make that move on the back stretch, and I was like, oh no, and boy, to your credit, you hung right with there and kept that stride going, and she didn't get very far ahead of you, and end up going 9:01:14, and you were just half second behind her, 9:01:75, and what was that like coming across, national runner up, knowing that you'd put big team points up and gotten yourself into the lead.
I just kind of for a little bit. I was like, what? And it took me a few hours to kind of digest what had happened and what that meant. But no, it was really cool. No, it was just a great moment, and that's something I'll never forget. And I think at the end of the day, like, it was a huge learning experience, and so hopefully I can take it in a positive way and build on it in that way.
Right, and then turning around and having Lauren add an extra 2 points with the 7th place. Your teammate Lauren Gregory with the 7th place finish. 10 big points to give you a nice lead going into the 4x4 where both USU and USC had entries. Gosh, that had to feel great.
Yeah, no, she had kind of a rough race in her mile final, so to see her, come back and still score, especially after racing like 2 hours prior, it was very impressive. And I hope that doesn't get overlooked by anyone, because that's a tough double.
That is,
and the fact that she still beat the big names, like, that's insane.
Right.
I think it just goes to show how great, like, a teammate-wise, especially on the distance side, like, we train all together and we constantly build each other up, and to have amazing workouts, not just by yourself, but with your teammates right around you, it really sets a good mood going into nationals, and I think that just gave us all a lot of confidence.
And then were you still in recovery and the with media while the 4x4 was going on, or did you get to enjoy that and watch the national title with the Lady Backs taking third in the 4x4 to secure the national team title?
Yeah. So me, Lauren, and then all 3 of our pole vaulters were all waiting in the area by the podium to get our awards.
Yeah.
And thank goodness they waited till the 4x4, because we were all standing there like just freaking out. And we were like, okay, well, USC's in second now, so we for sure tied, but like, we want to win, obviously.
Right.
So watching our leg of the 4x4, I've never screamed so. But now the moment they crossed the finish line and we saw their time, it's truly a special moment. I couldn't really put it into words. It was really cool. And I mean, to have we had 6 or 7 girls right there. I couldn't tell you who all they were. It was a blur.
Right.
No, it was a really special moment, and it's just a weekend I'm never gonna forget. It was just all good things, and that doesn't come around often, so it was really nice.
And then when you get to presented and handed the trophy, and you get to call the Hogs and get that national team championship trophy, what was that experience like?
It was just fun. I mean, obviously, like, the moment the 4x4 cross, we knew we won, and so
right.
getting the award itself is awesome, but I think the moment that I'll never forget is right when we knew we won. Like, that was just so special. We all just came together as a team, and we all practice at different times, and we're not all super close just because we're at different times, different places all the time, but to be able to be that united with a huge group of girls. I think there was 18 to 20 there of us. It was just unbelievable.
Sure.
It was just really cool, and everything just paid off. And yeah, we got the little camera moment, but no, I'm definitely never going to forget the moment we knew we won. That was special.
Right. And what does this do for you going forward? Obviously, a confidence that you because you burst out of the gates. Your freshman year, 16th in the country in cross country, and you've again had a great freshman year, and then the injury happens, and you've kind of been this 1.5 year journey to get back to 100%. What's it mean to get back on that NCAA All-American podium, and what does this do for you going forward?
Yeah, no, I think mentally I had a lot of peeling to do from all of that, and now that I feel like I have that figured out, sky's the limit. It's
right.
Like, well, if I can turn that around in just a few months, I'm very, very excited to see how the rest of my years here go, and hopefully after. But no, I just hope I can maintain my mentality. I'm going to make sure I maintain it, but just seeing the positive sides of things and being grateful for this opportunity that I've been given. but yeah, just keep building on what I have now and take it day by day. I never want to have one off day and not ruin how I do at the end, and just constantly seeing like the positive side of things, and just see what I can do. And I'm really anxious to test myself and see how I do the rest of these years here. So
Sure. Well, any thoughts of maybe for getting that 10K outdoors, and with this 4:30 1600 speed, maybe we'll go with outdoors the 1500 and try to go low there, or the focus be the 5 and the 10K outdoors, and just try to go for a low 1500 PR when possible?
I think more that option.
Yeah.
Actually, I just came back and did a 10K workout today, so we're like, all right, well, here we go.
Right.
But no, it's nice that outdoors is such a long season, kind of play around with certain events, and based on how those go, we'll kind of set the tone for what I do at regionals, see what I can qualify in, and we'll just take it day by day, race by race, and see what my best options are.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, have you had any babysitting duties yet for the Megan and Rick's baby? It was neat seeing him holding the little one on the broadcast. What's a little bit, maybe in a year or so, when it gets a little bit bigger, they'll start signing up date nights and signing some of the lady Razorbacks to
for sure.
babysitting duties.
Secretly, we're all really good at babysitting, so it's definitely going to be the move. We'll bring them to a team night or something.
Sure. And who else got to enjoy the experience with you? I'm sure your dad was down there, and what sis or mom or any friends from back home get to make the trip?
So my mom wasn't able to come, looking at like flight plans, because she was flying all the way from Cali. It was going to be pretty overpriced, and we're actually going to compete out in Stanford in a couple of weeks.
Get to see her, right? In
so
2 weeks, you get to see her, right?
There's no point. Like, I'll just see you out there, and you can watch the entire race online and see step by step what's going on.
Sure.
But no, my dad was out there, and my aunt and uncle, they came down, and no, it was really cool. I love it when people are able to come watch. It just means so much, and so that was really special. And then actually, like 20 of my teammates, boys and girls, came down and got an Airbnb and came and watched, and just having all that support, it makes you feel like you're very special, and it's very special to have them there and know that they appreciate what you're doing. They've got your back, and so that was really cool as well.
Yeah. Well, you've got All-American honors, first team. You're national runner-up. You've got a national team title. What's left? Just one last goal to add some more team hardware, and then the individual national title.
Hey, you never know. I don't want to ever count out how people do in outdoor, especially those who might redshirt indoor, kind of have a bad indoor season. But that'd be awesome. But we'll just kind of take it by ear, and I just want to stay healthy and be able to really test my limits. I think that's the biggest goal, and just be happy with what I'm doing. You don't get to do this forever, so just really enjoy it. That's kind of the main goal.
Well, a year ago fall, Morgan McDonald of Wisconsin on the men's side redshirted cross country so he could run his senior year across the national championships on the home course at up in Wisconsin and Madison. Next year, I think indoor nats are at New Mexico, and the year after that, we'll be back at Fayetteville. Have you thought that far ahead of what it might like to be running nationals on the home place, and maybe redshirt next year indoors?
So, funny story, I was actually supposed to redshirt indoor this year.
Oh, okay.
But then plans changed. We looked at how much depth our team had, and I had a great winter. I actually competed at a couple of the frostbite races there in St. Louis, and they went really well. And then I came back and did a workout with the girls, and it went really well. And they were like, okay, your team could win a national title. How about you redshirt next year?
Right.
Okay, so obviously nothing's for sure, and there's always a question of like, well, what if I get injured or something? But we'll see. Definitely thinking about redshirting next year, because obviously I'd love to compete at nationals. But if I'm in crazy good shape and they want me, or they think my best plan is to go ahead and run indoor next year, that's what I'm going to do. I just want to make sure that I do what's best for me and my team, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things go. It's a
Right,
long ways away,
right.
so.
Well, appreciate the time. Anything else I should have asked about that happened down in Birmingham that was notable, fun, standout, unique experience or anything?
I don't think so. It's just a
Okay.
crazy meet, crazy weekend.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure there's a lot of things, but no,
Sure.
it was just a really special weekend.
Yeah, well, it was sure fun to watch. Congrats. You put on an amazing.
Thank you.
You and your teammates put on a heck of a performance, and to hold the number one seed all the way and to get that national title, that's quite an impressive, impressive feat. So, congrats and appreciate the time, Taylor.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks. Good luck. Well, will you open up outdoors in Stanford then in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll do a 10K there, so
Gotcha.
get the long one over with.
Sure. Get a qualifier and get it done with till conference. So.
Right. And then try and get some faster races in the 5 and maybe the 15. We'll see.
Right.
But yeah.
There you go. Well, thanks so much and congrats. Appreciate it.
Thank you.